See how they got paint on the wires here? So I can't read what the wire size is. But these wires might be too small for this 50 amp breaker.
Okay.
So they should verify that.
Now, if he had an electrician come in and install a breaker for a microwave, I assume he would need another breaker?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the electrician at the same time could check to make sure the other wires were correct.
Correct. And it should be a straight run from here to here. But they'd have to look up the model number on the stove, because if the stove could work off of a 40 amp breaker, it would be easier just to reduce that to a 40 amp breaker. I think that's the size wire for a 40 amp breaker.
Okay.
So if it is an issue, and this stove can work off a 40 amp breaker, then they can just reduce that. And if it does need 50 amp and they have to put in a bigger wire, it should be a straight pull from here to the outlet behind here. So It should be relatively easy to fix, but it looks like it's a little small to me. But everything else in there is fine. There's no openings in the box. It's sealed as it should be. They've done things by the electric code, color code. So if the next one comes along, they have an idea what was done. It was done safely. So, like I said, there's space to add additional 4 circuits. And even the microwave is only going to take one additional breaker. It'll be a 20 amp. Is the stove going to stay here?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. So the electrician has some options. They could take down this cabinet and run it, a conduit in the wall, and then get the outlet in the cabinet. They're going to put another cabinet here, right?
Well, I imagine, don't they usually hang it off the top
Yeah,
cabinet?
typically there's a cabinet. It would be a shorter one, and then the microwave would come down to here. Sometimes they come down a little past the upper cabinets, but these are kind of high. Typically the space between the counter and the bottom of the cabinet is like 18 inches. That's taller than that. So.
Now, would he be able to? That vent, I assume, is just a regular kitchen vent that runs all the time.
Yes, it's just a vent. It cannot be covered. It goes all the way from the bottom of the building all the way up to the top. There isn't a motor. It's just a vent. It's just open.
Okay. So he couldn't tie the microwave into it somehow.
No, absolutely not.
You just have a recirculating microwave. Okay.
That's really his only option.
Okay.
And then there's probably another grill like that in the bathroom that you can't close.
I'm just recording this, Greg, so I could send it to him.
Yeah.
But
There's another vent up there.
oh, okay. Oh, in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. All right. Okay. So it's feasible. I check with the management that if the motor breaks, that may be my responsibility, but the expensive portion of heating and cooling it is the responsibility.
And the coil is typically the responsibility of the building. Typically, the unit owner is responsible for the blower motor and the thermostat.
Okay. And as far as we know, those are currently working.
I haven't checked any of the ones.
Oh, okay.
But I will.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.